And the reason that we're saying this is they're not only questioning the timing of when these summons are coming in, but they're also claiming, and I'm quoting, that the ED is not a mechanism to ensure democracy in the state. It's being used to eradicate democracy. Also further going on to say that Narendra Modi has only two tactics. It's either Jumla or Hamla. So as we pointed out just before that press conference, which in fact is going to be addressed by Kavitha, we have the BRS, now KT Rama Rao, who's launched a fresh attack on the centre. So they're not just questioning the timing of these summons, but they're also questioning the role of agencies in the country. We're actually seeing a lot of opposition parties now come together. We heard from Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party also yesterday saying that how come every leader from the opposition is being targeted by central agencies like the CBI or the ED. So the opposition today feels that these agencies in fact are being misused for a witch hunt and political vendetta. And that's exactly what we're hearing from KT Rama Rao of the BRS as well. Sharon continues to be with us. Sharon, as we are saying, just about 20 minutes to go before that press conference is addressed, you're now seeing the BRS only up their ante. It's not just the BRS, the other opposition parties also coming together and questioning not just the timing, but also the role of agencies in the country today.
Well, interestingly, Ridhima, what I want to point out is that if you remember on Sunday, 9 opposition leaders have in fact written to the Prime Minister talking about how the government is in fact misusing the agencies. Now, our sources have in fact been telling us that the letter was drafted at KCR office. It was in fact sent by BRS to all other opposition parties, and later it was signed by TMC, the Aam Aadmi Party. We have seen the other Shiv Sena also in fact are part of the signatories who have in fact written to the Prime Minister. Now, the KTR PC that is in fact happening just few minutes before K. Kavitha's PC, the lines are very much expected. The lines have been that this is political harassment, it is a political witch hunt. If you remember, K. Kavitha also in her statement has said that in December 2022, the CBI has questioned her in the same case, but there has been no, nothing that really came out of that. And now the ED is going to question her for the first time. That is going to be on 11th of March. We have to see, of course, whether the ED has accepted her request or not. But she has in fact been saying just because she was going to sit on a Dharna tomorrow at Jantar Mantar against demanding women's reservation bill, and that is why this political witch hunt is being done against her. Now, while KTR is speaking, he's also saying, he's in fact pointing out how the agencies are being misused, not just by not just for BRS but for other opposition parties as well, and that is why we are seeing more and more opposition parties are in fact coming against the BJP government for misusing of the agencies. We have seen the Aam Aadmi Party questioning this. We have seen the TMC also questioning this. So, of course, we have to see, of course, tomorrow is going to be another show of strength where the other opposition parties,
so the opposition parties as of now coming together, questioning the timing of these summons and also the misuse of agencies, because they feel the agencies today are being used just for political vendetta. Sharon, we'll just request you to stay on with us. Let's in fact listen into what KTR had to say.
They've already registered more than 5,422 cases. Conviction in only 23 cases. So what is happening in this country? They are using ED as a tool to harass other opposition parties. Even more strangers, even before ED sends summons, the entire local BJP will start speaking. Is it not a fact that ED, IT and CBI are extended arms of Narendra Modi?
Okay, so even as we're seeing a political war of words, the opposition parties headed by the BRS as of now questioning the timing and also saying that it's nothing new. Agencies are being misused just to suit the narrative as far as the BJP is concerned. Sharon continues to be with us, but Sharon, speaking specifically as far as facts are concerned as to why these summons have been given to K. Kavitha. We here at CNN News 18 have accessed the remand copy of the Enforcement Directorate as well. It specifically speaks about a South cartel or a South group and also speaks about kickbacks to the tune of thousands of crores. Just help our viewers understand as to what is the kind of nexus that the ED is looking into.
Well, first and foremost, Arun Ramachandran Pillai, who was in fact arrested by ED on Monday, he is in custody. And remember, the ED has been saying that he is one of the key players as far as this South, group is concerned. The South group that they are talking about is the one which are key player as far as the excise policy was concerned. There was money irregularities that was in fact happening within this excise policy. And Arun Ramachandran Pillai is said to be close aide of K. Kavitha. There are pictures of them together, and perhaps perhaps that is why there was in fact CBI also had in fact questioned K. Kavitha in December, but she has been saying that nothing had in fact come out of it. She also last night in her statement has said that overall she has nothing to do with this particular case. But the ED believes that there are links, and that is why they want to confront both of them. The custody of Arun Ramchandran Pillai, who is a Hyderabad-based businessman, and he's believed to be the front man of this South group that the ED has been talking about, and that is why before this custody period ends, the ED wants to question both K. Kavitha and Ramchandran Pillai together, and that has to happen before 14th of March, and that is why her request of 15th March was rejected by the ED. But K. Kavitha has been time and again saying that she has nothing to do with this case, and we have seen how KTR is also pointing out that this is nothing but witch hunt. This is being done to every opposition leaders. We have seen how the Aam Aadmi Party yesterday did a press conference. They have been pointing out how Lalu Prasad Yadav was questioned a day after the opposition parties have written a letter to the Prime Minister. He was questioned at his residence for about 5 hours, and a day later the summons was, ED has sent a summons to K. Kavitha. So this is nothing but political vendetta, political witch hunt, which the opposition party has been saying that they want to take it up not just in Parliament, but also they have written to the Prime Minister whether there will in fact be some sort of a solution that comes out of it.
Right. So as Sharon is rightly pointing out, that this is what sources within the ED are telling us, that they in fact want to get Arun Pillai and K. Kavitha face to face, so that whatever kind of statements that can be recorded together, and that's why her request of appearing before the ED for 15th in fact was rejected. But Sharon, I also want to understand, as part of what the original plan of K. Kavitha looked like. Now, the BRS time and again has said that all of this is happening because K. Kavitha was going to sit on a Dharna at Jantar Mantar on the 10th of March. What was the original agenda of this Dharna?
Well, the original agenda of the Dharna is that because we know that when it comes to K. Kavitha, she has in fact been actively, taking part in the political scenario as far as the Telangana is concerned. After she had in fact lost her parliamentary seat, she became an MLC, and she was actively participating in the political scenario as far as Telangana is concerned. And she is the one who in fact come forward and said that there should in fact be a women reservation bill, and that is why she's going to sit on a Dharna on 10th of March in Jantar Mantar. And she has in fact invited a number of opposition parties like TMC, the Aam Aadmi Party. She has invited the Congress as well. And tomorrow is when all these leaders will in fact be joining K. Kavitha at Jantar Mantar. The whole agenda of this particular protest is that they are demanding women reservation bill that needs to become in this session of Parliament that is going to begin from March 13. And that is why they are going to protest from morning till evening is what K. Kavitha has been saying. And because she was going ahead with this, the BJP is misusing the agencies and has summoned her to come to the ED office, which she has been saying because she is a law-abiding citizen. She asked if she can come on 15th March. That was rejected by the ED, and now eventually she will be coming on 11th of March. But mind you, it is not going to be a smooth passage like we have seen as far as Manish Sisodia is concerned. The kind of show of strength that was done by Aam Aadmi Party workers, Aam Aadmi Party leaders. Similar sort of a protest is going to be witnessed on 11th March as well, is what the sources have been saying, because already 4 BRS ministers, 6 MPs of BRS and the party workers have already...
So, Sharon, I apologize for interrupting. I'll just request you to stay on with us even as we await that crucial press conference, and we'll have to see how the next few days pan out. We want to take in some political reactions as well from the BJP. We have Krishna Sagar Rao now joining us on the broadcast. So good to have you with us here on CNN News 18. Now, the BRS and other opposition parties seem to have come together, and this is a narrative that we're not hearing for the first time. They're saying this timing is questionable because K. Kavitha was supposed to have a sit-in Dharna at Jantar Mantar on the 10th of March. The agencies are now being sent behind her. The other point that they're making is the agencies have questioned K. Kavitha in the past, but they haven't found anything. So for how long will the BJP continue to misuse the agencies?
See, I'm not the spokesperson for ED or CBI, but as a BJP spokesperson, I can only say that the law is taking its own course. And mere individuals who are with political agenda cannot question the course of law. Now, if ED has interrogated Kavitha once, it doesn't mean that they cannot do it twice. It doesn't mean that it cannot arrest if they have an evidence. So I think, I just now saw KTR's press conference. And it looks like they have adopted along with him all the opposition parties, that they have adopted offense as a form of defense. Now, if there is no corruption, then why would the agencies go behind them? Can they place their hand on the heart and say they haven't been corrupt? And now the fire is on, so is the smoke. So if there was no liquor policy, there wouldn't be all this happening. If there was no corruption within the liquor policy, which the policy makers themselves have actually cancelled it after a while.
But
then
Mr.
why would all
Rao,
this happen?
as of now, the BRS and other opposition parties, they are not making a distinction between the agencies and the BJP, because they're saying the agencies are working at the behest of the BJP. And this is exactly what we heard from KTR a short while ago. He's saying these are not ED summons, these are Modi summons.
Yeah, but they can say what they can say. But the truth remains that the agencies are doing their job. And for them, this is the escape route. What else are they left with? And when Modi ji said that I won't let corrupt sleep, I think they would have taken it easily. But that's not the intention of Modi ji. Modi ji wanted to ensure that the corruption, which was so naturally, engulfing all the state governments, especially the regional parties-led state governments, as if it is their fiefdom to run a state, as if it is their family business to reap profits out of government work in percentages. Now when the agencies go behind these corrupt politicians, they have an excuse, and the only excuse is that agencies are our extension, BJP's extension, Modi summons, ED summons. I suppose these are all very, very peripheral attack points.
But Mr. Rao, as you're saying that they have no basis because the agencies must have seen some merit, and that's why the investigation is still on. But today it's not just the BRS. We're actually seeing all the other opposition parties also come together. We heard from Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party and even the TMC. They're saying you are just targeting our leaders because today the BJP is threatened with the rise that the other opposition parties are seeing, or with their national ambition. So to shut all this up, the BJP is just unleashing the power of the agencies.
I think the people can make good of this argument. I mean, how are they our competition? How is BRS a competition to a national party with so much strength, 17 states being run? And how is Aam Aadmi Party? Where is Aam Aadmi Party our competition? In Delhi, maybe. But where else? Punjab, maybe. But the rest of the country is a non-domain for them. So all these small little regional parties, if they are thinking they are a threat and then we are going behind them, they are in fool's paradise. Bharatiya Janata Party is the largest party, ruling 17 states in this country. And why are we scared of them? We are only going, the government agencies are going behind them because they're corrupt. Period.
So, Mr. Rao, before I let you go, how do you respond to that specific criticism as far as the timing of when these summons are given? Kavitha, and this is what I began by asking you also a short while ago. She is saying I was supposed to have a Dharna on the 10th of March, and then I get these summons about 48 hours to 72 hours ago. So the timing is questionable.
No, when is the right time? Please let us know so that the ED agencies will have a calendar. They'll schedule after their birthdays, wedding celebrations, or their dharnas. When will a politician be free? Do you want ED and CBI to schedule an appointment with you before they question you or arrest you? It doesn't work like that. But even then, I think, from my point of view, ED has been kind enough to say that go ahead and do your thing tomorrow, come in day after. I think if you still abuse the agency, God help them.
Okay, Mr. Rao, we'll leave the conversation there. Appreciate you joining us here on CNN News 18. Let's also now listen in to some other political reactions.
Except ED and BJP, nobody really understands the case that actually they have framed in Delhi in the excise policy. And this is, as I told you, it's a politically motivated case. And whatever the ED or CBI claimed, whether the bribe, the money, or whether the losses that incurred, losses are imaginary, and money is not found, no evidence found. They wanted to witch hunt the political opponents. Recently, they also have lost Municipal Corporation of Delhi polls, so they cannot win the opponents. Whomever they cannot win on the ground, whether it is AAP or BRS, they are actually framing in these kind of cases.
The ED is going to be questioning her in tandem along with Mr. Arun Ramchandar Pillai to verify, to check the veracity of their respective statements. If they're going to contradict each other, and if their respective statements taken in tandem would be in line with the evidence, hard evidence that the ED has got with it.
We now have Ravula Sridhar Reddy, a BRS leader, now joining us on the broadcast. So, appreciate you taking out the time and joining us here on CNN News 18. I was just speaking to a representative of the BJP a short while ago, and they're saying if the agencies, the BRS and others can question the intent of the agencies, but if the agencies had no merit, then these investigations would have been shut.
We already have made it clear these agencies, especially ED, CBI and IT, are working on the orders of the central government and straight from Narendra Modi's office. And, whomever are questioning, we have many times, it is clearly evident in this Delhi, excise policy case, AAP and BRS leaders are targeted because in both the states, BJP could not get any, stronghold. They have lost elections in Delhi. They are not getting any support in Telangana despite many efforts. They have tried to destabilize our government. They tried to bribe our MLAs and tried to purchase our MLAs. They have stopped all the funds that were supposed to be given to Telangana, tried to stall our projects, tried to stall our, fund resources. And despite that, our government is functioning well. And in 2023 also, we are going to back the power in Telangana. Hence, they wanted to stop us. They wanted to harass our leaders. Hence, these summons, these cases. There are many ways to question a leader. They could have questioned a questionnaire. They could have come to Hyderabad. They could have, questioned in Hyderabad. What is the reason calling her to Delhi?
No, but Mr. Sridhar, and you would also know this, and our viewers would also understand that there are certain protocols that agencies work with, and despite all of that, the BJP is saying that the agencies actually have been very flexible. Kavitha was supposed to have a Dharna on the 10th of March. There is no changes that. They've accepted the date as far as the 11th of March is concerned. But you may question the agencies and their timing. That's okay. But the counter to this is that even the Aam Aadmi Party for the longest time said that their leaders are being targeted, but no evidence has been found. And then we saw the former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia first being named in an FIR, then eventually being arrested. So the large nexus that is being interrogated by the agencies, they feel there is enough merit to nab the others as well.
No, if all the leaders, whether it is Sisodia or Satyendra Jain or Kavitha ji today, we are, whenever the province have called them, they went, they have cooperated with the investigation, they gave all the answers. Despite that, they are, arresting the leaders, putting them in jail with various reasons. Is this not harassing them? Are they terrorists? Did they do any criminal activity? They are there in the country very much. They are in the public life very much. They are elected leaders by the people. If you wanted to put elected leaders behind the bars, put them in jail and harass them and...
No. So that's unfair. That's unfair, Mr. Reddy, that you're saying that you just want to put leaders behind bars. The agencies don't work at the behest of any political party. And the opposition can have their... One second, Mr. Reddy. You as a political party can have your political differences with the BJP. That's fine. That's your right in a democracy. But questioning the role of the agencies, questioning the role as far as the courts are concerned, isn't that stretching too much? Because that's what I'm saying. When the agencies feel that there is enough nexus and merit, if you feel there is nothing to hide, cooperate with the investigation.
Let me speak. Why we are questioning the agency's behavior? Because for BJP leaders, they have a different treatment to do it. This is selective targeting. Why agencies are going slow, all the central agencies are on BJP leaders? Why they are not questioning Himant Biswa Sarma? Why not Narayan Rane? Why not Jyotiraj Scindia? What happened to those cases? And in Andhra Pradesh,
Mr. Reddy, I'm just essentially trying to understand. And I want to clear, I'm just asking you a clear question. Mr. Reddy, I'm just asking you a clear question. Do you as a political party believe in the merit and the intent of our central agencies like the CBI or the ED? Do you believe in it or do you not believe in it?
See, the question is, I believe in only one thing. The central agencies are working at the behest of their BJP bosses.
See,
this is not
sir, this is where it becomes convenient, right? That's why I'm asking you. As a political party, either you believe in the merit of what the agencies are doing, then you can't have it both ways, saying they're going slow on somebody, they're going fast on somebody. Either you believe in what they're doing or you completely dismiss them.
They are biased. They are treating BJP leaders differently. Completely the case of Stall today. In a bribery case, Himant Biswa Sharma is key accused. Why the case is not being properly investigated today? Yediyurappa had to step down as a chief minister on a corruption case. Their own party members have told them, get onto the media saying that he was a corrupt chief minister. How come he is in the BJP parliamentary board today?
Okay.
And you say that you are fighting against corruption.
Okay.
You are correct. Targeting, selective targeting. Intentionally they are targeting only opposition leaders, and the summons to Kavitha ji also in the same line, and these summons, these kind of cases is not going to threaten us, and Telangana is not going to come under pressure with these kind of
Fair
petty
point
tactics.
that you're making. You feel this is just intimidation and nothing else. So before I let you go, just a final word. If the BRS today feels that K. Kavitha has no role as far as this liquor gate scam is concerned, why not just cooperate and then, let the BJP answer the country? I mean, the agencies will also have a lot to answer then if the case is not proven. So why not just cooperate with the agencies till then?
Hello.
Mr. Reddy, can you hear me?
Yeah, please tell me.
I'm saying, lastly, before I let you go, I'm just essentially trying to understand if the BRS is so sure that leaders like K. Kavitha have no role as far as the liquor gate policy or the scam is concerned, why not just cooperate with the agencies? And if nothing is found, you'll have a lot to tom-tom about.
He never answered. He never run away. Media. This country's Prime Minister never did a press conference in the last 8.5 years. They are evading the public, evading the press, evading the answers in the parliament. Our leaders, Kavitha ji, have already answered the CBI questions in the past. Now, she is also cooperating with the investigation. She is going to appear before ED on 11th of this month. Where we are not cooperating.
Okay.
It is BJP who is not cooperating.
Okay.
Their leaders have spared 4 culprits, 4 accused who tried to bribe our MLAs, tried to purchase our MLAs in Hyderabad, or put in jail.
Okay.
And BJP leaders, BJP advocates have gone to the court.
Okay. So the
supporting them
BRS as of
after
now
the
is
CBI
saying that we have
investigation.
nothing to hide. This is just political vendetta and we will cooperate with the investigating agencies. Mr. Sridhar Reddy, we appreciate you taking out the time and joining us here. This is a story that we'll keep tracking very, very closely. But for now, we're slipping into a very short break.